Karen called the police when I blocked access. Too bad it's my land, not hers. The wildflowers swayed under the late summer sun, their delicate petals a stark contrast to the storm brewing on my land. I'm Tom Hargrove, a third-generation farmer, and this 40-acre plot in Willow Creek is my life's blood. The Karen in question, Karen Whitmore, moved to the neighboring lot last year, a city transplant with a penchant for complaints. She'd been using a dirt path through my property to reach the main road, claiming it was public access. It wasn't. The deed was clear. Every inch of that path was mine. When I caught her driving her SUV through my barley field for the 10th time, I'd had enough. I parked my old tractor across the path, blocking her way. That's when the real trouble started. Karen's face was red as a beet when she stormed over, her phone already in hand, dialing the sheriff. "You can't do this," she shrieked, her voice sharp enough to cut glass. "This is a public road. I'll have you arrested." I stood firm, leaning on my shovel, the weight of my family's legacy grounding me. My daughter, Ellie, barely 19, hovered nearby, her eyes wide with worry. "Dad, maybe we can talk this out," she whispered. But I shook my head. This wasn't about compromise anymore. It was about what was mine. The sheriff arrived, a weary man named Daniels who'd known my family for decades. Karen waved her arms, spinning a tale of hostile neighbors and illegal blockades. Daniels listened, then turned to me. "Tom, you got the deed?" I handed it over, the paper worn but undeniable. He scanned it, nodded, and turned to Karen. "Ma'am, this is private property. You've got no right to cross it." Her jaw dropped, and for a moment I thought I'd won. But Karen wasn't the type to back down. She started digging metaphorically at first, then literally. She hired a surveyor, claiming my fence was 6 inches over her line. She filed complaints with the county, accusing me of environmental violations for my irrigation ditches. She even rallied neighbors, painting me as the villain who cut off her lifeline. The community split. Some sided with me, others bought her sob story. Ellie, bless her, tried to play peacemaker, baking cookies for Karen, hoping to soften her. It didn't work. Karen's vendetta grew, and I felt my grip on my land slipping, not by law but by pressure. Then came the twist I didn't see coming. Ellie's friend, Jake, a quiet kid who'd been helping with the harvest, started acting strange. He'd linger near the disputed path, taking photos, muttering about fairness. One night, I caught him sneaking documents from my desk, me deed, my tax records. When I confronted him, he broke down. Karen had paid him $500 to find dirt on me. Jake, desperate to fund his mom's medical bills, had caved. My heart sank. This wasn't just about Karen anymore. It was betrayal from someone I trusted, someone Ellie cared about. She was devastated, her faith in people shaken. The climax hit on a sweltering August day. Karen, emboldened by Jake's intel, showed up with a lawyer and a new claim. My great-grandfather had allegedly promised her family's predecessors access rights in 1920. It was a lie, flimsy as tissue, but she'd rallied enough support to push for a court hearing. I stood on my porch, staring at the crowd, neighbors, some I'd known my whole life, now glaring at me like I was the outsider. Ellie clutched my arm, tears in her eyes. "Dad, what if we lose?" she whispered. I didn't answer, couldn't. The hearing was a circus. Karen's lawyer spun a tale of generational injustice, while my attorney, a family friend, dismantled it with the deed and county records. The judge ruled in my favor, but the victory was hollow. Karen's campaign had turned half the town against me. My barley crops suffered from neglected work, and Ellie, heartbroken over Jake, withdrew into herself. The final blow came when Karen, undeterred, posted online about injustice on my land, sparking a viral thread that painted me as a greedy tyrant. The comments stung worse than any fine. "Hargrove's a bully. He's tearing the community apart." As the sun set over my fields, I stood by the blocked path, the tractor still there, a silent sentinel. I'd won the legal battle, but at what cost? My neighbor's trust, my daughter's spirit, My own peace, they were casualties in a war I hadn't chosen. Karen moved away a month later, but her shadow lingered. The wildflowers still bloomed, but their beauty felt mocking now, a reminder of a community fractured by one woman's crusade and my stubborn stand. I keep asking myself, was it worth it? I protected my land, but I lost so much more. Maybe I could have offered a compromise, a shared path, something to keep the peace. Or maybe Karen's entitlement left no room for reason. Either way, the bitterness lingers, sharp as the August heat. What do you think? Was I right to stand my ground, or should I have bent to keep the peace? Share your thoughts on justice, community, and where the line should be drawn.